guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today I'm gonna explain you when you have king and queen against pawn and king on 7th and 2nd rank, how you can win it / how can you defend it. So here we have a position, black is to move, so he will move his king, and we have to avoid, as the white player, that he makes a queen. So here we give a check, and let's say black goes here. If he doesn't want to go in front of his pawn, otherwise we can simply move with the king towards the pawn. So let's say he moves that, then we give a check, and now he needs to go here or here, otherwise he just loses the pawn and it's instantly winning for white. So let's say he goes here, then we give a check. And now you see we come closer with the queen. So he goes here, double attack. Only way to defend it is king here. Now, very important, the queen check. Again, a double attack. So now he is forced to go in front of his pawn. And when he's in front of his pawn, he can't promote his pawn in the next move, so we can come with king closer. And that repeats a bit. Now he will go to the other side. So we have here a check. Again, if he goes here, we just go with king closer. If he goes here, double attack. He has to stay in touch with the pawn. Queen, he needs to stay in touch with the pawn, goes here. And now after this, we can play this check. And he needs to stay in touch with the pawn. And then he will finally lose the pawn. So when you have this pawn and mirrored this pawn, it's always winning for the player with the queen. Second example, the pawn is here, not here, not here. Now it's slightly different because we can, black can go here, then what we checked before, coming with king closer, this one, a check, come with king closer, and now here we have a bit the problem that, let's say if we play this move to pin it, black normally needs to stay in contact with the pawn. However, we have here this move king in the corner. What's the idea behind this move? If we capture the pawn, then it's a stalemate. So we can defend ourselves with the stalemate idea. So it's already here. We can just go to the corner. And let's say white makes the double attack. We stay in touch with the pawn. The threat of promoting is there. Queen goes here. And now we're not going in front of the pawn. Instead, we just go to the corner. And it doesn't matter what white do, he can never capture the pawn. So that's why if black knows this trick, he can hold it, he can hold the draw in this starting position. So C pawn and F pawn, if they are on 7th or 2nd rank, then it's a draw. Then next example, it's another pawn. Like now we check the pawns on B and G file. So black starts white gives a check, like this pattern that we saw by the first example. Then black stays in touch, we can give a check, double attack, he needs to stay in touch. So we need to go in front of pawn, king comes closer, and now here is the problem, we don't have this stalemate idea. So if we play this, white doesn't really care because the pawn is pinned, so he will come closer. If he plays this move, then white can go here with the queen, like pinning the pawn. If black goes up, we put our queen in front of the pawn and it's, yeah, automatically win. I'll make a few moves for demonstrating. And then it's easy winning. If black decides to go here, then we can give a check. And his only move is blocking the pawn. So then we can come closer with the king. And yeah, that's also winning the game. Let's say black goes here, we can pin the pawn. Same procedure, if he goes here, he needs to stay in touch with the pawn, and then we will win by checkmate at the end. So B and G pawn are lost for black. Now the last example, A and H pawn. You can pause the video if you want to think by yourself first a bit. This here is also a draw because let's say black goes here, white gives a check, black goes in front of his pawn. Now we have the problem for white like we had with C and F pawn. If white comes closer now, it's a stalemate. So actually we have to give him a bit space. So check. And here, if we give here a check, of course black goes here. And the only moves he does, if he's allowed, is just moving king back and forth. And white has no chance of winning this game. If we give this check here, black will go here. He's threatening to promote, so we have to stop that with a check. And now, if you're the defender of black, this here is a horrible mistake because you have a checkmate in one move. However, you can just go with the king here, threatening to promote again, and white has nothing better to do than endless check. So, as a summary, these pawns are winning, B, D, E, and G, and the red ones are a draw, A, C, F, and H. So I hope that you learned how to defend this position with the black pieces and how to win it with the white pieces if the constellation is correct. Of course, when you have the queen, I would just try it because who knows if the opponent knows it or not. And yeah. With this wisdom, I wish you a wonderful weekend, stay healthy and take care, guys.